Hi there. Thanks for joining CPG Bytes, a series of short video segments from Treasure Data, where we chat about the latest news and industry trends and read between the lines to provide our perspective and insights. So David, my friend, what do you have for us this week?
Hey, good afternoon, Stephen. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, and you?
I'm doing very well, and as usual, I'm doing very well. It's been a good week, good day so far. So, I thought today we talk a little bit about Goya's push into direct to consumer. They're actually a brand. I use a lot of their products. I like their seasonings. But this article that just came out this week, I thought was pretty fascinating. The title says Goya marks first strong DTC push with online store, and the reason they mention this first strong is this isn't their second attempt, or this is their first attempt at actually having direct to consumer. They actually launched a shop a few years back, and they talk about it down here that they were really only shipping and selling full cases of product, and it really was kind of a bit of a false start, for lack of a better term, in terms of a direct to consumer initiative. And I think the takeaway for that for me was you really need to make sure you build out a strategy and kind of think through what you're trying to accomplish. You get all your ducks in a row. And we've talked about in the past, even our direct to consumer readiness assessment. That's a good tool, I think, to help companies better understand like where they may have gaps and where they may need to focus a little bit of attention before they go full on and launch a direct to consumer initiative. With all that said, I'm super happy that Goya is doing this, because what this is really going to allow them to do is improve access to Goya products. So, for example, this seasoning that I have here, actually my daughter's boyfriend and his mom know how much I love Latin American food. They purchased this for me because they have a store near them that carries all these products. I live out in Southeast Indiana. We don't carry a lot of some of these products in my local Kroger. So with this direct to consumer store that Goya is launching, it's now going to let me get access to products that I might not be able to get otherwise. Now, you could argue, well, sure, I could always have gone to, say, Amazon and bought those. But, I want to be able to maybe go and read about the products and get a better understanding of usage and get recipes, things that I might not be able to find on Amazon's page. So I think that not only will this expand opportunities for Goya to sell more products to consumers, but it's a way for them to build out a relationship with me and provide additional value. We've talked about that reciprocal value that could be provided to consumers, and it doesn't just have to be the value of the product itself. It could be knowledge, education, recipes, all of these kinds of things. Plus, they'll be able to they mentioned in this article being able to bundle different products together, which I think is very, very interesting. We saw Frito-Lay and PepsiCo do that with their direct-to-consumer store as well last year. So I think Goya has really thought through kind of the strategy on this. And then the last piece, which I thought was kind of interesting, is they're going to offer merchandise, shirts, hats, aprons, those kinds of things. And, you look at this and say, well, are they trying to make a lot of money off of this? The answer is probably no, right? They're never going to become a huge hat purveyor of hats, but it does allow them to build community. It does allow them to offer things that drive engagement and let people like myself that really like the brand kind of show our love, if you will, and wear those products. I really feel like Goya's, with the second, push that they're doing, has really thought things through in terms of a really good strategy, being able to drive additional value propositions around engagement and not thinking just as a revenue opportunity, and giving consumers access to a whole host of products that probably would be very difficult to get regardless of where you live here in the US.
Yeah, and when you were talking about that, and it just reminds me of when you buy the same products from a big retailer, retailers like Amazon or Target or Walmart, and what kind of experience do they deliver for you, right? I mean, in my mind, when you go to a big retailer to buy products, their biggest interest is to basically move that product from their shelves, whether it's a physical shelf or a digital shelf. They want to move that product from the shelf directly to you. So it's a one-to-one type of transaction. But think about when you are buying the same product from the CPG brand that we're seeing here, or your own favorite CPG brand. It's not just a pure one-to-one shift of the product from the shelf to your to your home kind of mentality. They, like you said, they're providing a value add. They're rewarding you for your loyalty, and also at the same time offering you a wide spectrum of other value adds. Like, hey, now you bought this product, or do you know you can also make all these 10 dishes with this? Not only did you buy this product, but did you know that you can also there's also supplemental products to make this dish even better. So there's a whole wide slew of things that the experience that you just don't get from buying from a big retail store. It's like, basically moving a one-to-one relationship, as opposed to you buy one but you get three when you are dealing with a brand directly.
Absolutely. Very great point. Very good point.
Yeah. So and just like David said, even if you have a DTC presence today, just like Goya, this is not their first go at direct to consumer, right? But there's definitely room for improvement. And in my mind, a value add just means enhanced loyalty to all the consumers that's coming to the CPG brand themselves. So don't look at value add. It's just I'm adding more stuff to the website. No, you're actually enhancing the loyalty that these consumers will have with you.
Absolutely. I mean, I was so encouraged when I read this article. It just really seems like Goya is hitting all the right points on this, and I think they're going to be very, very successful with it.
Yeah, and I hope so too. I love the products, and I'm glad to see that they are kind of also beefing up their DTC presence.
Yep.
So thank you, David, for that insight today, and thank you for joining us. To read more about Goya's DTC capabilities, please click on the article link in the description below. Also, as David has mentioned, we have a free interactive DTC assessment for yourself. Please go to the description below and click on the link, and you may also learn something new about what you can do to improve your DTC capabilities, just like Goya did. And finally, for more videos like this, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the bell for all notifications. We'll be back in 2 weeks with more topics for CPG Bytes. Talk to you soon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.